Hey there again, folks. Welcome back to my Let's Play of Remember11, The Age of Infinity. We don't know what's going on, so let's just roll on with it. I'm going to do this for a few episodes, and then we'll go back to try and do a synopsis at the beginning, which nobody needs, so let's get on with it. What had happened to me? Mogi said that I had multiple personalities, the same thing Utsumi had told me in that dream when I was in Sphere. Is that really the truth? Was the time I spent in Sphere even a dream? Is Kokoro lying here on the bed in this shelter cabin even real? Which one is a dream and which one is reality? Doesn't seem like they can both be reality. That doesn't seem logical. Perhaps both of them are a dream. Okay, well, I just gonna mention one of them, but that'd be pretty crazy if both of them were in a dream. I remember reading of all things, I think I mentioned this before, about Super Mario Brothers 2 comic, where Mario was in a dream and a dream, two dreams at once. He dreamed he was dreaming. I think I did that one time. Very strange. I can't remember much about it, but I think I did dream that I was dreaming one time. When I lost consciousness in this shelter cabin, who was it that was controlling my body? Mogi, Mayuzumi, and even Uni confirmed it, so it's probably not just a mistake. It appears the person that was controlling my body introduced himself as Yukito Satoru. Meanwhile, when I was in Sphere, my body also belonged to a Yukito Satoru as well. Multiple personality disorder can't possibly explain that. Both felt much too real to be explained as dreams. So then what are they? I can only think of one answer to that. Both are reality. Multiple personality disorder alone cannot explain what was happening to me right now, because I was still me while I was inside Satoru's body, as there is still a connection to my own memories while I was there. So it's probably natural to suddenly come up with an explanation. My consciousness has been mutually switching between the world here and the world there. Regardless of whether that sounds logical, I couldn't think of any other explanation. Bitter laugh echoed inside my heart. It's just like a science fiction novel. Or a game. This is reality. Perhaps I and this person named Satoru are exchanging consciousnesses with each other for some reason. When I'm in my body, he's in his body. When I'm in his body, he's in mine. That must be it. Also, don't read too much into those sentences. Totally take it the wrong way. Now, think about it, the last thing I remember about Sphere was being in the bathroom. At that time, the bathroom lights had suddenly gone out and someone had come in. I had no clue who that person was. I distinctly remember feeling a sense of danger then. What exactly happened after that? If we are indeed exchanging consciousnesses with each other, wonder if that Satoru person is alright after that. I want to believe that he's okay. It would seem that I've already accepted that our consciousnesses are switching. My gosh, that's a painful word to say. Consciousnesses. So perhaps I could even say I'm forcing myself to accept it. Because if I didn't, it would have driven me insane already. Tried to come up with an explanation to calm myself down first. How long is this phenomenon going to go on for? If only this were the last time, then that would be fine, but was it guaranteed that there wouldn't be another switch while I was sleeping, leading me to waking up at Sphere once again? I had no idea whether a transfer would happen again after that. Since we had no clue why this phenomenon was happening in the first place after the next transfer, it's possible that they might just stop happening altogether. If that's the case, then I would end up who knows where in some stranger's body for the rest of my life. If the other person was a girl, it wouldn't be so bad, but it had to be a boy. As if I'm androgynous. Maybe it should be called gender identity disorder. Well, there was two at once there. I was actually sick, I could accept that. Well, let's read the tips. Apparently last time I did... Oh. Going down. Oh, I did miss the other one. Well, Laplace was trying to say it with this is that basically everything which occurs in the world has been predetermined from the beginning, that no matter how big or how small an event is, its occurrence is by no means accidental, but in fact inevitable. Philosophy, this is called causal determinism. Agent Smith would love that. He loves to say inevitable. It is inevitable. Androgynous, from the Greek, meaning one person who possesses both sexes. An existence that is a combination of both the male and female sex. Now that makes me think of something. I bring up a very strange reference. Actually, not that strange at all. Actually, it is strange from what it's coming from. If you've ever seen the Good Burger movie, you know, Welcome to Good Burger, Home of the Good Burger, May I Take Your Order, you know, that movie, based on all that show. It's like Nickelodeon. Well, actually, I still do. Probably not a good thing to admit, but in the Good Burger movie, what was it, Mondo Burger? Was that the bad guy? Bad restaurant that were competition to Good Burger? Keenan started off working there, and the guy who was running it, he was like giving this really crazy speech, you know, and he said, "From this point forward, I am both your mother and your father." And this still cracks me up. I don't know why I remember this. That's one of the very few parts I remember about this movie. But Keenan says, "Man, he must look strange naked." I don't know why, but that still remember that joke. Very strange. But yes, androgynous. Look strange naked, I guess is the definition there. Gender identity disorder, or GID for short, such as DID, DID, a state in which a person's body is morphologically normal, but they feel that their physical sex is at odds with their gender and consider themselves to be, in actuality, a member of the opposite sex. Alright, well, read those. This is some sickness, something's going on here, something that I can't even imagine. How much time had passed as I thought about these things over and over again. Heard a faint sound of the blizzard blowing outside, not seeming like it was going to subside anytime soon. As I rolled over in my bed, I sneaked a peek at Yomogi. He had told us we were going to take turns watching the fire, but he didn't seem to want to switch, and simply sat in front of the red flame, staring contently. He had a somewhat serious look on his face. Was he not sleepy? Or was he just looking out for us? I couldn't seem to sleep either. Might as well switch shifts with him. I was just about to tell him. Heard a shuffling sound from the top bunk. Is Mayuzumi up too? Sighing, Yomogi stood up to boil some water. When Yomogi went to prepare the tea, Mayuzumi came down from her bed. I quickly closed my eyes as she took a quick glance over at me and Uni. Geez, why am I pretending to sleep anyway? You're just sleeping soundly yourself until a few moments ago. I wanted to say that, but I stopped myself. What? Yomogi's really that kind of man? My body shook with fear in my bed. Her voice was cold. 公然とわいせつな行為をした者は6月以下の懲役もしくは30万円以下の罰金または拘留もしくは科料に処する Did she say she was a lawyer? Did they ever say what she was? It sounds like she knows what she's talking about. For some reason I feel like she's a lawyer. She's a lawyer until they say otherwise. Trusting my memory here. Oh, it's just a joke. Haha. Well, it scared me.
だが安心しろ。間違っても君を襲ったりはしない。
さっさとお茶作れ。
ほんの冗談じゃないか。
二度と喋んな。
Complaining under his breath, Yomogi went downstairs. Sighing a little, Mayuzumi sat down in front of the stove. Pretending to be asleep, I shook my head slightly. Mayuzumi was the kind of person I couldn't get along with, so I kept trying my best to avoid her. She herself probably hated me too. I didn't know if it was bad for things to have developed like this. Just like Yomogi had said, we were in a situation where everyone must help each other. If I told her how I felt about her, then things between us may get to an unsalvageable point. But I just can't get along with her. I could just barely hear in a low, quiet voice. She's talking to herself. Her voice is no longer as sharp as it was before. For some reason, it almost sounded lonely. Intrigued, I opened my eyes to take a peek. Curled up in a ball in front of the stove, Mayuzumi stared fixedly at something she was holding in her hands. A photo? My eyes looked ever closer. Did she have Superman eyes? So she can look happy. And the photo was Mayuzumi. A younger Mayuzumi. Like a carefree young girl, she looked at the camera with a truly blissful smile on her face. An expression so calm and peaceful it was as if only the person she trusted completely was looking at her. The Mayuzumi in the photo shone so brightly. I wonder what thoughts were running through her head as she gazed at that photo. My heart skipped a beat when I heard those quiet words. Just now I was certain I just heard Mayuzumi whisper Satoru. Just as I thought she knows Yukito Satoru. I wanted to push her harder to get the truth. But for some reason I couldn't do it. Perhaps I just felt too guilty digging into her past like that. Plus, even if I asked, I probably still wouldn't get an answer from her. I gently closed my eyes. Mayuzumi was also fighting. She acts like she's tough, but in reality she too is troubled and anxious. I'm not the only one suffering. Eugene needs his body tightly in my arms, so I wouldn't forget this warmth if something were to happen to us. So I could remember that I was not alone. If nothing else, just being here right now is enough for me. It's gonna switch because that would be an interesting time to do it. Being here is enough. Oh, not now. A new day passed. Wow, this has been only 9 episodes, but the first ones were long ones, so wow. I came to my senses. I was engulfed in darkness. Couldn't see anything. I couldn't hear anything. I couldn't smell anything. I couldn't feel anything. What? Couldn't make a sound. Even my voice was gone. I found myself in a darkness so total, it was as if an even further blackness had been enfolded into the dark of night. I had no sense of up or down. I didn't know whether I was facing up or downward, or even if I was awake or asleep. Nothing was touching me. It was as if I was floating in zero gravity. Couldn't feel the clothes I was wearing. Couldn't move my limbs. Didn't even know where my arms or legs were. Was it hot? Or was it cold? Sounds like it could be a Dr. Seuss story right here. Couldn't feel air around me at all. I wasn't breathing. Couldn't feel my heart beating. Yes, it is very strange. What is this? What is this? What is this? What? What in the world is going on? What has happened to my body? What has happened to me? What happened? Is there anyone here? Anyone? 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 Please, someone answer me. When you're saying anyone, I felt like it would be appropriate if the guy from what is his name? He wasn't the principal. He was that teacher in Ferris Bueller that went Bueller, Bueller. Anyone? 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 Answer me. Tell me. Answer me. The darkness in front of me suddenly vanished and my field of vision was enveloped in light. A floating feeling. What an incredible sensation. Even though I shouldn't be able to feel anything, I can sense my body floating. Floating, floating. It feels so pleasant. Such a safe, relaxing sensation. It's the first time I felt this way. Whatever. Doesn't matter anymore. Let's just leave everything as it is now. And just then... Oh, great. Yep. We switched. Got a glimpse of it for only a moment. I was... No. To be more exact, the body that I entered... Satoru's body. Satoru's body was floating face down in the bathtub. His upper half submerged in water. Oh crap, that's bad. His body wasn't moving at all. Satoru is... It isn't good. Satoru is dead, and so am I. Wow, I see. Understood it all now. We lived one day. Woo! I thought it would go about 6 days. See, we failed. Did I fail? Understood it all now. Back then I had felt there was someone behind me in that bathroom wrapped in darkness. Someone must have killed Satoru after that. Killed? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Satoru. You know, I was actually thinking that just a minute ago, whether or not he would... No, I was going to say something when if somebody killed him, but apparently that wasn't going to be a joke. This all happened because I wasn't careful. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I have to apologize to you later. I'm coming to apologize to you now, so please forgive me. Not shedding a tear or letting out a single sob, I cried. And cried and cried and cried. And before long... Crap, did I forget? Did I fail? My world faded away. Okay, well. Wow. That's interesting. I don't know. Okay. Apparently I made some wrong decisions there. Oops. Oh, I normally have a chair to lean back on. That's definitely a... Well, thanks for viewing my Let's Play of Remember11. I will be playing another game. No, wow. Well, here's an ending. I thought I did pretty good with my Ever 17 choice simulator game. Did pretty decent in Never 7, but wow, apparently I fell big time with Remember11. Wow. Okay. Well, the thing is, I don't know if it was something I screwed up on, because I don't remember any choices that were that big or major. But then again, who knows? Thing is, yeah, I'll have to go back and in the next one we'll start it over. I honestly don't remember what time it was when I started this, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is an episode. It might be a bit short, so I do apologize about that. Wow. Wow, I'm gonna have to go and look at the key bindings, see how to actually skip forward now, cause that's the thing now. I wasn't expecting to have to do that for about 30 more episodes, 20 more episodes. Okay, so I'll see you guys in the next one. I do hope you folks enjoyed. Farewell, folks.